Welcome to A Cup of Compassion, sponsored by the Show Me Hope Crisis Counseling Program and the Center for Trauma-Informed Innovation at Truman Medical Centers. I'm Reverend Roxanne Pendleton, Senior Projects Coordinator at the Center, and today I will discuss embodied compassion as experienced through supportive touch and gentle movement. Please note that the information shared in this video session is not intended to be a substitute for professional, medical, or behavioral health advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding your medical conditions. If you have questions for us, you may leave them in the comments section of this video, and we will respond to questions as we are able after today. Embodied compassion is a form of self-compassion in which we give our bodies the same expression or energy of kindness and care that we would give to a beloved friend or perhaps to a family member. One easy way to care for and comfort yourself when you're feeling badly is to give yourself supportive touch. Many of us do this unconsciously. Touch activates the parasympathetic nervous system to help us calm down and feel safe. It may feel awkward or embarrassing when you try this at first, but I encourage you to stick with it because your body doesn't know that. It doesn't know the difference between necessarily the kind of loving, supportive touch you may give it, or if you are getting that touch from someone else. It simply responds to the physical gesture of warmth and care, just like a baby responds to being cuddled in its parent's arms. Our skin is incredibly sensitive, and research indicates that physical touch releases a substance called oxytocin. Oxytocin provides us with a sense of security, it soothes our distressing emotions, and it calms cardiovascular stress. So it's a good thing to have. With that in mind, I say, why not give it a try with me today? You might like to try putting your hand on your body during difficult periods several times a day. And I would encourage you to try that for at least a week. The first kind of supportive touch I want to teach you is known as hand on heart. Hand on heart supportive touch. So when you notice you're under stress, you just gently place your hand over your heart, apply gentle pressure, firm enough that you know it's there, and notice that pressure and the warmth of your hand. So try that with me right now. Just take one hand and gently put it over your heart. Notice how warm it feels. Good. Now, if you wish, you can place both hands on your chest. So you could just cover that hand with your other hand and pay attention to whether there's any sense of difference between how one hand feels and two. I'm going to teach you one of my favorite ways to do hand on heart, and that's with a hand movement, a hand form called Garuda Mudra. Garuda means eagle, and you'll notice it looks like there's wings. And mudra is just a hand seal or a way that you hold your hand. So to do Garuda Mudra, you lift up your right hand in front of you like this. You take your left hand, place it in front of your right hand, and you hook your thumbs. So it looks like this. You've got the eagle's wings. This is Garuda Mudra. And then you just take that and place it over your heart and apply gentle pressure. And notice how soothing that can feel to you. Now, some people feel uneasy putting a hand over their heart, and that's fine. There are choices for supportive touch. I want you to feel free to explore any areas on your body where gentle touch actually feels soothing. Some people like to put a hand on the cheek. So try that. Or you could put two hands, kind of cradle your face in your hands. Just breathe and notice. To me, my hands are a little cool, and that feels kind of nice. My face is a little warm. Another thing you could do is you could just gently stroke your arms. You can just gently stroke your arms like this, or you could cross your arms and give yourself a gentle squeeze, like a self-hug, which again activates that parasympathetic calming part of our nervous system response, a gentle hug. You can also, you could rub your chest if that feels good. You could make circular motions over your chest. You could put one hand on your abdomen. I'll step up a little, so right here, or one on your abdomen and one over your heart. This is a nice way to give soothing touch. Or finally, you might just find it comforting to cup your hands. So one hand over the other, and then sit those hands down in your lap. So you get to choose. And what you do then to give yourself compassion with soothing touch is you simply move into that position and then pay attention to the way your hand feels wherever it is. So I'm going to do, I think I want to do one on chest and maybe one on my face. That feels nice. So you take several deep breaths. If you notice midway through that you want to move your hand, move it to another area. I'm going to move this one now to my belly. Feel the natural rising and falling of your chest or abdomen as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Feel free to move into any other of the positions I discussed. Hand on cheek, face in hands, stroking arms, crossing arms and giving a squeeze, cupping your hands in your lap, hand on abdomen. You can rub your chest, give yourself some circular movements. And once you feel the comfort of that soothing touch, just give yourself the compassion of lingering with that feeling as long as you like, as long as you need or want. Hopefully you'll start to develop a habit of physically comforting yourself with soothing touch whenever you need it, and take full advantage of this surprisingly simple and straightforward way to be kind to yourself. Now, another easy way to give yourself care and comfort when you're feeling badly is to treat your body to gentle, compassionate movement. I wonder how our experience of life might be different if we viewed our bodies as beloved allies versus a source of irritation, like when they're just not working the way we want them to. When they're sick, feeling like they're failing us, or feeling ashamed if they don't look a certain way. Or maybe just feeling, versus feeling nothing at all about our bodies, just kind of living from the chin up kind of in our mental world and not even noticing our bodies. How would life be different if we really treated our bodies with compassion as though they were our beloved allies? Because they are. The question that comes to my mind often is how do I sustain compassion for other people if I don't also experience or offer it to myself? So with that, I want to invite you to participate with me in this practice of gentle movement. And during the whole period, I want you to be asking your body, what do I need right now? What feels good? Where are the tight areas? Where do I need to move? So I'm actually going to ask you to begin just staying seated in your chair with some gentle neck rolls. Allow your head to fall forward and simply roll your neck from side to side, checking in with all those muscles, tendons, ligaments, joints that are connected to that movement. And just roll your neck. And then next, we're going to just roll the shoulders up and back, up and back. One more time, up and back. Now I want to invite you to actually get out of your chair. So I'm going to move my chair to the side. I'm going to step back so you can see all of the motions here. And the next thing I want to invite you to do is a shoulder opening stretch. So this movement of opening is what we're looking for. The way it works is with your feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, you put your hand on your low back and you're going to draw your elbows towards each other when we do the stretch. So inhale and draw your elbows towards each other. Exhale, relax a little. Inhale, draw your elbows, open shoulders, open shoulders. If you don't get enough stretch here, you can actually bend back a little, but you don't have to. And then one more. Pull the shoulders, open, 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 open the chest, elbows approach each other. Nice. Shake that out. All right, next we're going to stretch upward and then bend forward. So we're going to stretch upward, stretch, 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 and then just gently allow our bodies, knees bent, to come forward and hang. Hang, hang, hang. Check in with your body. Where do you need to move? Lift, hands come to thighs. Lift slowly. Stretch up again. Stretch, 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 stretch. Come to your toes if you like. And then very gently allow yourself to come forward, fall forward. Hang, hang, hang. Move a little. One more time. Hands to thighs. Lift slowly. Stretch, 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 stretch. This time, I just want you to let your arms fall without folding forward yet. Bring them to your thighs. And then as you come forward, go ahead, instead of just hanging, if it feels comfortable, grab a hold of your legs and pull yourself in just a little. Knees are bent, knees are bent. And then move your hands to your thighs and arch your back. Lift your head. Arch, arch, arch. This is a standing cow position. And then this is a standing cat. We're going to arch our backs the other way. Cat. Cow. Lift hips, lift head. Cat. Arch back. Cow. Belly drops. Hips up, head up. One more time. Arch your back like a cat. And now cow, belly drops, hips lift, head lifts. Good. Now push yourself up gently, 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 gently. And we're going to do some side stretches. So inhale, raise one hand. Reach, 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 reach over the other side, opening up the side body. Exhale. Inhale. Raise the other arm. Reach over the side body, opening up this part. Good. Let's repeat that. Inhale, reach. Bend. Good. Exhale. Other side. Inhale. Reach. Bend. Excellent. Exhale. Now we're going to stretch the thighs a little. So I want you to just widen your stance, and I want your toes to be out at like 45-degree angle, and then just very gently bend your knees. And then come up, and only go down as far as it's comfortable for you. Down, up one more time, and this time just go down as far as it's comfortable for you. You might want to put your elbows on the inside of your knees, and just sit and marinate for a moment, but you don't have to be still. You can move your hands, You can sway side to side. Great stretch for the hips and legs. All right, slowly come back up. Feet back to shoulder width apart. And just allow yourself to swing and twist a little. Feels so good. Whew. Twist a little, twist a little. And now we're going to sit down. And I want to invite you to take one ankle, cross it over the other knee. And if this feels like a good enough stretch for you and your hip, stay right here. If you need a little more, come forward. Come forward, 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 forward. And if you need even more than that, you could actually lift your leg and kind of rock it. But for me today, it is enough just to lean forward. Hold that for a few breaths. Come up. Second approach. Come up, switch sides. Again, this may be enough. Notice that my knee's kind of up and not flat, so my hip is very tight from sitting. If you want a little more stretch, come forward. Remember, you could also take your arm through here and lift that leg and rock it and pull it towards you. But if that's not comfortable, you can just stay where it is. Lift, let's do one more approach. Excellent. Now while I have you here, I want you to rotate your foot one way, then the other. I want you to take your hand and put it on the top of your toes and pull them down. And then take your other hand and pull your toes back. Let's switch legs and do that to the other foot. Rotate one way, rotate the other way. Push the toes down. Pull the toes back. Great. All right. Get back to where you were seated comfortably. I'm going to come a little closer. Now, from this place of having moved gently and compassionately and listened to our bodies, from this place of comfort, I want you to check back in with yourself, move back into whatever hand supportive touch felt comforting for you, whatever that was. And I just want you to focus on the feeling of that supportive touch, again, while I read some words to you. This is an excerpt from Lauren Gearston, What Your Body Might Say to You. So give yourself that touch and just notice how it feels and listen to what your body might say. Here we go. I'm on your side. I'm on your side. I know how to be a healthy human body, for I came from the earth and she taught me well. She taught me how to grow with the rhythms of nature. Look at the 4 seasons. She taught me how to unfold my own beauty. Look at the flowers. She taught me how to be delighted. Look at the fox pups. I know how to be happy, peaceful, relaxed, creative. But you must trust me. Listen to the earth pulsing in your blood and not the machines buzzing in your ears. The work of your life is learning how to listen to me. When you can hear me, you'll know you are always loved and never, ever alone. So please, get off the treadmill you've made of your life. If you are tired, rest. If you are really tired, really rest. Perhaps you are afraid to feel your fatigue. You might think, how will I ever keep up if I slow down? But I tell you this, if you treat me like a machine, overworking and silencing me, I will burn out. If you trust me, if you ask me, what do you need right now? I will take care of you. I am more powerful than any machine, for I know how to heal myself. Come home to me. If at first I seem foreign, it is only because you've been away for so long. Come home. Thank you for joining us today. We hope these practices of embodied compassion as experienced through supportive touch and gentle movement will serve as tools to support your well-being during this time. I invite you to join us again next Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for another Cup of Compassion right here on YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel so you can be notified of all the new videos as they come. If you would like crisis counseling support, please call 816-404-6222. Or for immediate care, call the Disaster Distress Helpline at 800-985-5990. The numbers that are right on the screen, 800-985-5990. It is our great desire that you be well. Take good care.